When we have problems with the mobile phone at home, such as the headset not being heard or the microphone not working, we are not being heard on the street. The problem would normally be because our headphone cable has been cut at one of the ends, or the hang-up button does not make good contact. The logical and environmentally friendly thing would be to repair the cable. But in this video, I am going to explain how to replace the mobile phone with a universal one. I'm Miguel, welcome to my channel. The installation of universal telephony is only possible in 5-wire installations, or what is the same thing, 4+N. When we open the phone, can we locate the button to hang up the headset? If we move it, and on the headset we hear that the sound comes and goes, it wouldn't be of any use to repair or change the cable. The universal telephony that I am going to install is this one from the Fermax brand, which is supplied with its installation manual and an equivalence table to connect with 5-wire installations. Fermax uses the number sequence of 1, 2, 3, 6 and 4, while our Telefonia Auta has the sequence 10, 12, 4, 3 and 7. We locate the row that corresponds to Auta and take note of the sequence of colors that we have in our installation, and if we follow the column upwards, the first row tells us the equivalences with the Fermax phone. The correspondence would be 1 red, 2 green, 3 white, 4 yellow and 6 blue. The color matching may vary in each installation, so before disconnecting take note of the colors that go in each number. Once we have the color to number correspondence noted, we can begin to disconnect the cables. Before disconnecting the cables, we should disconnect the power supply of the electronic doorman, but if the electronic doorman is from a community of owners. We should not leave the rest of the neighbors without service, which is why we tape the ends of the cables so that there is no short circuit in the installation, and so we can leave the doorman on the property connected. In the description of the video, I will leave you affiliate links for this and other universal phones. As you may have noticed, in addition to the 5 wires corresponding to the normal installation of an electronic doorman, I have 2 more wires, which correspond to an installation that I have made to open the door of the property from the mobile phone. Here I leave you a card so you can watch that video. Now we can remove the frame of the old phone, which is normally fixed to the wall with 4 screws. To get rid of it, we must take it to a clean point or eco park that we can find in most towns. This Spanish production phone is supplied with the instruction manual and the equivalence table with other brands and the necessary elements for its fixation. Normally cell phone breakdowns come from the handset cable. The advantage of this little phone is that the cord is interchangeable. To open the cover of the case, we simply have to insert a screwdriver through the slot that we find at the bottom. Once opened, we found inside the screws for fixing it. Normally, universal telephones have various punches for fixing them. In most cases, it is possible that the holes match and we need to drill the wall again. As for the cable routing, in my case, I have it a little more complicated since it does not match the hole that the frame has made. Fortunately, it has a slot where to place the cables until reaching the little tab closest to the terminals, which we can easily remove to insert them. The slot that the frame has on the back is insufficient for my case, since I have 2 cables, the space is calculated for 1 only. Because of this, the handset would not sit completely flat on the wall, so to reduce the space taken up by the 2 cables, I remove the second insulation from each one of them. And once we have managed to house the cables correctly, we can fix the frame to the wall. We must make sure that the settlement of the frame against the wall is completely flat. otherwise it might cause us some problems with the hang key or the door opening button. Here we have the connection terminal of the mobile phone. We are going to proceed with connecting cables one to one. We remove the electrical tape from the cable if we have put it on and adjust the tip of the cable to insert it into its corresponding terminal. We have terminal 1, which corresponds to the door opener, and terminal 2 to the headset microphone. Terminal 3, system ground, normally negative. Terminal 4 corresponds to the call, and terminal 6, the handset speaker. We find here on the board some settings to adjust the phone. On the first of the potentiometers is to adjust the volume of the headset. With the second potentiometer we adjust the microphone level. We have a selector here to choose the type of call. In our case, the call was made through a buzzer. There are mobile phone models in which the call is made electronically through the earpiece speaker. So in our case, we leave the selector in the Z position. The other selector is to choose the mass type of the system. The normal thing is that it is common mass in the left position of the selector. If you have all the wiring correctly connected and it does not work well, try the other position of the selector. I now connect the two remote opening wires that I installed. This simple system is very convenient to open the door. When a delivery man arrives and you're not home, click on the card that appears up here if you want to see the video of how I did it. Now it's time to adjust the volume level of the headset and microphone. To do this, you will need the help of another person who is on the street to communicate with you at the microphone level of your mobile phone. We mustn't make it too high so they don't distort the street sign. Once we have the levels adjusted and we can put the case cover on, we must remove the headphone cable to be able to pass it through the hole. We tested the operation again and operated the door opening button to verify that it works correctly. Well, if you liked this video and it was helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video.